Gentleman in the mix.
Just close the fucking door. Close the door.
Hello, traders. Welcome to the survival stream. Yeah, I mean, like Bitcoin was imploding last night, and it seemed like we were on a crash course for the CME futures gap fill, but the bids front ran the gap fill. It was so close, man. And now we are only down 500 points, but it won a couple times today when the futures were rallying into the close of the month. Not just futures, I mean like the spot index funds, right? Bitcoin was at a peak of 85K and currently at 84,092, testing the 200-day simple moving average for the first time since October 14th. So is this some sort of reversal candle? I don't think so. It's not really like, I mean, someone could say it's a hammer. It's a red hammer. Give me a green hammer. But yeah, I mean, after such a crazy sell-off like that, Composite Operator came in to save the price. And what was the composite, man? What was it? BlackRock adding the Bitcoin ETF to their actual their holdings, right? It's like their ETF. It's like their ETFs getting put into their own portfolio. That was announced, and that was the catalyst for the reversal. What kind of reversal? How about a cool 7.75% rally off the lows? You're not crazy. That's insane. I mean, that's wild. This is the largest market cap asset in all of crypto, and you're getting almost 8% swings in less than 24 hours. Yeah, it's crazy. You're not. Okay, so that's the Bitcoin update. Let's look at the futures so you can see what I'm talking about. That's how close. Even if you said, you know what, man, let's go with the wick. Even if you went with the wick, still did not see it by about 700 points. Very interesting. So two unfilled gaps still, one right below you, 8% below you, right? 8.5% below you, and the other unfilled gap at 93,925, which is about 11% off. So you're kind of in between these levels. I mean, a little bit further away at 93.9 than 78, but it's just with where we were last night, it's kind of unfathomable, right? But, you know, this will tend to happen in levels where there's just no liquidity, right? No orders on the order book, because no general consensus area where multiple market participants would have a ton of sell orders or buy orders. That's what happens after price discovery, honeymoon ends, right? And you draw down. It's twig and thatch. Right here, that's serious. That's a concrete foundation of liquidity down at 70K, 69 to 74K. In between this, it's a straight up, straight down situation. That's how we target, right? So can't be that surprised with the moves, but surprising price action intraday for real. Okay, you can't believe it, but the Bitcoin CME futures closed up almost 1% today. I keep hearing someone whisper in the music. It's kind of annoying. Y'all hear that? Some lady whispering in my ear. Sweet nothings. Oh, it's Friday evening, Adrian. I mean, calm down, man. Okay, so no edge, right? And the oscillators, they don't imply anything, so can't really get too excited. Fib extension wise though, from the lowest point to the highest point, we did not see a 1618 at 76.7. That would have given us that gap fill, but we did hit a 1414 for the first time last night. Okay. And really, you know, Bitcoin was getting devastated. Some of these alts were getting just domed, but then some held so strong, so impressed. But again, we talked about, I think they got so devastated that the sellers ran out of supply to sell. Like they just like, well, we've literally exited. There's nothing more to sell. These things have been beaten down. Hey, they're trading the same levels as 2022. All right, well, we're out. We're done. And so that's why a lot of their sell-offs just weren't that bad. And you're going to see as I go through, it's kind of impressive. And it's kind of makes you think maybe we're not screwed. Maybe opportunity is.
Did you see the Zelensky and Trump press conference, Lowell? Thank you for your awesome TA.
Probably Bravo. Things of the five. Yeah, I saw it. And it was one of the most real things I've ever seen in politics, ever. Like I've never, that's real raw stuff that you would have never gotten with some conventional past presidents or administrations. You would have never gotten that, ever. That all been done behind doors. But that was, apparently Trump was doing that on purpose. He wanted everyone to see the Zelensky's inability to understand the scope of things, where he's being completely and utterly funded by other nations that cannot afford it. And this war's been waging on for so long, you have to be diplomatic. You cannot just say, no, we will continue to fight at your expense. We can't do it, man. We can't. We cannot continue to fund these wars. Anyway, so thank you for the fight. GDP data, scary. Yeah, it was, what, the Atlanta Fed, looking at it, we're going down. Yeah, you're cutting all kinds of spending. It's all fraud, right? But still. Okay, so how Bitcoin dominance fare. I don't think it probably did very well, right? I mean, I haven't even looked at it. It's so, dang, man, it's still kind of elevated. It's up 0.23% the day at the highs of the day. Wow, interesting. With what I've seen on some of the alts. But anyway, okay.
Since we started out on Bitcoin, let's go further into crypto.
Ethereum still down 3+%. Still going for its lowest daily candle close since September 6th. If any sell-off occurred on Bitcoin in the next 14 minutes, you'd be going for the lowest daily candle close since January last year, over 1 year lows on the close. So, yeah, 21. It was either 2,400 or 2,100 targets, you know, and we hit one. That was the lowest intraday price we've seen on Ethereum. Actually, you can't believe it, since December 2nd, 2023. Second largest crypto in the entire world, trading at the same price it was trading at April of 2021, 4 years ago. This is not an investment. It's not. It's not. It's like XRP vibes from 2018 all the way to 2024, late 2024. Not an investment. And then, you know, eventually the XRP blew up 500%, whatever, in like 5 weeks. But okay. But holding an asset that does not yield you annual returns is not an investment at all. It's not. There's nothing you can do about it. So people can defend this asset all they want. I don't think there are many people. You have an actual communist who is the dev and owner of this thing. So send it lower. I don't care. I don't care. Like, hey, there might be opportunity via technicals on a lot of assets. I mean, 100% retrace. There's no forms of accumulation evident at all. Do you get that? That's the problem I have with Ethereum. Like the M shape's there, the 886 though is 2400, and it's trading at 2200, was hitting 2100, hitting 100% retraces from September last year. That's not, there's no accumulation argument. Just gross. But yes, if Bitcoin rallied, this thing would find a way to rally too. But wouldn't you want to be in better performing assets, or assets with just more compelling arguments? You would want to, for sure. Okay, so that's your Ethereum. Let's take a look at Ethereum to Bitcoin, because people were starting to get every 6 weeks, Ethereum paired against Bitcoin has like a green candle, and then people come out of the woodwork and they're like, dude, Ethereum to Bitcoin's going to reverse its multi-year downtrend. What a loser. It's going to do it. No, it's not. You know what it's about to do actually today, of all days, not yesterday. Today. Ethereum paired against Bitcoin in less than 12 minutes, going to have its lowest daily candle close since January 2nd, 2021. Over 4-year lows on the impending close. Really? Below some sort of, below that support from September 2018. It was actually held in 2017. Closing below that. I mean, they might try to probe it up 2.5. This is the target area, 2.4 million sats. The Wyckoff distribution schematic. It was a dream. What the heck? It's the wrong one. Binance, like Coinbase, I guess, where I had it. Yes. It was a dream of all dreams. It was like Bitcoin. Bitcoin had the same schematic, man, and did the same. Has now done the same thing, but Bitcoin's different, right? It's bouncing a little, okay, but there's no edge yet. There's no form, right? You don't even have it on that's the 12-hour, but maybe the 4-hour. Nah, you were diverging somewhat. Yeah, like triple divergence, I guess, and oversold territory in the end. But, that's not going to probably sustain. You haven't even, see how you're not making higher highs yet? Even locally. Like, here's your high from the 27th of February, 86.7. Before that, 89.2. What are we doing? We're at 84.5. So you're still, like, not making higher highs, even short term. Okay, so it's cool that we had our little relief rally, but things were stupidly overcooked. All right, so just keep that in mind. Ethereum still trash. Phasey, Wyckoff distribution still ripping and roaring. To test we're hitting the 88% retrace. We already did it on that wick low at February 3rd, the largest liquidation of it in the history of crypto. But now it looks like we're going for a retest, and if they don't hold that level, 2 million sats. Just keep it going, man. Keep sending it downwards. Anyway. So then we have XRP, only down 2.4%, but at one time yesterday, it was at 196, which was a target area. And we were on stream February 21st, verbatim. Only argument one could construct as a swing trader would be to be shorting this with a stop loss above 275. And you would not do anything until, if you took a short, you would wait and take profit at 196. And the shorts took profit. They covered and the buybacks occurred, but you're still going for the lowest daily candle close since December 31st. Yeah, so what you would want down here is probably a retest locally. You want, okay, they might rally it, then we valley it, and you would want 1 and 2. But I still it's sketch, man. It's like, is that a left shoulder, head, right shoulder? It could be. It's not that symmetrical, but it's very real. And this would be the neckline certainly of it. And we know lack of liquidity, so it could be a straight line down if they can't hold this up. So your last line of defense for sure, 190, 196. Do you want to see it? I'm talking about it's like why it's important to watch the stream. It's really important to watch the stream. It's whatever. And that February 21st live stream, everything looked bad, like looked ready for way lower prices too. So you were warned on these moves. It was like, all right, you have 24% downside, 22% downside. It happened. It's occurred. So now at this point, I don't know, because there was an edge here. There was a local form of confirmation, right? You had something to go by for risk management that made sense for lower prices. And now we hit the level, and now you're like, there's nothing to do either way. Like shorts covered, they hit a target, but there's not enough evidence on the buyer side for a long yet. So there's just nothing to do now. I mean, scalpers came in with the shorts covering together, and that is why we had a nice rally. Okay, so that's XRP. And then you got Solana up 8% almost. And well, if it's gonna bounce somewhere after losing 55% of its value in 36 days, if it's gonna bounce anywhere, wouldn't this be a reasonable level to think that it could happen? We talk about, remember, these are levels of liquidity, right? These are general consensus areas where multiple market participants would have limit buys set up. Someone in India, someone in China, someone in Canada, someone in America, someone in Chile. They all know this level is real from history. So it's very well where they might all be placing bids and where shorts would be covering. So buying back. So together, pushing the price up resoundingly, you know. And we discussed, if a bounce occurs, you obviously, if you want a trade setup, you want a short-lived rally and then a retest, okay? You would want that, but you have to understand, without a form of confirmation, you could still wind up, if things went well for Bitcoin, this thing could just run straight up to 191 because that's what it does. Remember, there's no liquidity really in between 130 and 190. Those are hard targets, so you could see that. But if you wanted to take action for like a strategic long and have an edge on the market, you would want a second test and maybe even some sort of third, where like this other level is being tested and you can see a little accumulation locally. That's the dream stuff. That's what you want down here. You just don't have it quite yet, but hey, it's cool. Cool to see that at a level where market participants have come in to defend before, they've done it again. You kind of get it, what's kind of going on right now. Just trying to articulate it to you. BNB, we knew below 620, 630, ready for 500. You were saved by Bitcoin. There's just not much here. I still think below 620, 630, until buyers recapture these levels above, there's nothing to do but to think we're waiting on a $500 retest. And that's it. You're below the 200 moving average. You've just put in your lowest high, broken supports. There's no way to manage risk here, okay, at all. There's just not. So it's just not in a good spot for a swing trader. Or even a scalper for that matter, right? Hey, at least Solana was a scalper's area because at the first low, people are going to gamble and take their shots, and whoop, it played out. But on this one, no meaningful level where it's bouncing or holding up, and it's below key supports with still good downside potential till the next level. So that's your BNB update. Okay. What's up, Untamed Feast? Thank you for watching all these years, man. Appreciate it. Stick around, man. The party will continue. Yeah, we've been covering Bitcoin when it was in the 3,000s. Been covering Bitcoin and when it's in the 100,000s. Crazy stuff, man. What a journey it's been. Hopefully you've made a few dollars along the way in that time. Okay, so those are the big cryptos. But then we got to talk about one that's exceptional and warranted Jesus chimes. This Dogecoin, perhaps you've heard of it. Barking dog, mini wows. Well, something spectacular happened last night at the lows. the final target of the short trade setup posted January 31st was achieved. Target 3, 18, what was it, 18.24 cents. Now it doesn't show it on this publication yet because it's always like the data on these play-by-plays. It doesn't show up until the new day. So maybe in 2 minutes it'll play. I don't even really know how it works, but it's not showing what happened last night yet. 18.24 cents, okay? So here it was, right? We don't know if it'll play out. All we can do is observe price action correlation to key inflection points from history and understand where we are, what's going on. Failure from buyers to break key levels. Oh, less than before. Okay. Below resistance. Testing resistance as resistance. Uh-oh. Okay. So, yeah. Target 3 achieved. And Jesus chimes. So the trade is complete. So who knows now? Like, nothing to do on Dogecoin one way or another. Not near enough of an edge for a long. And the target, the last target's hit. So it's done. It's over. I mean, that's where, yeah, meaningful bounces could definitely be occurring down here, but it wouldn't be like a strong argument. Okay, you're in a downtrend right now. And divergence could develop. We've got less than 1 minute till the daily and monthly candle close. Whoa, the monthly? Yeah, that's why we're congregated here this evening. Okay, so beautiful. So let's go to Bitcoin and let's look at the monthly for this close. Daily going to close only down $288 when it was down nearly 8% at the lows. Spectacular recovery, but remember, you don't have an edge, so you're still flipping coins, even with that rally. I know, it sucks. All right, monthly. It was a lot worse earlier, wasn't it? Shoot, yeah,
and
man.
The party is just beginning. Roll Tide.
Polyprofit, thanks for the 5, dude. $5 super chat. Party beginning. Well, we had a party going on, and we got some cold water thrown on it this month. All right, there it is, chat. Jesus chimes. A bearish engulfing candle was confirmed. That was the largest red candle we've ever seen in the history of Bitcoin. Oh, wait, no, it was the second largest. It was going to be the largest till the rally today. You can't believe it, but in May of 2021, Bitcoin lost $20,519. It was a 35% drop in 1 month. And on this month, we only lost 17.69% of our value, and we were only down $18,113. So not even the worst red candle we've ever seen, but it was certainly the second worst candle ever. That was when, remember, this candle right here was when China banned mining in China. That was it. And then we recovered, but then it was over. So there you have it. 4 hour, only lower highs still. So if you're only making lower highs, lower lows, the trend is still your friend, which is not an uptrend. It is a downtrend still. You can't believe it, man. We hadn't seen a higher high on Bitcoin for real since Trump signed the executive order. We just haven't. And even locally, no. But hopefully, pray to God, new month, new price action. That's what we can pray for. All right. If you want to, real quick, take a look at total. Jonathan, you doing okay over there, man? I mean, it was pretty crazy, wasn't it?
I like turtles. There's bears out here.
Shoot, yeah, man. There's bears out here. Bears out here. Buyers came in to defend $2.58 trillion. What is that? Oh, you talk about steel wall support. Heck yeah, man. Look at that. Those resistances flipping to support for the first time pretty much ever. I mean, they did break it and back test it like November 10th and then ran. But yeah, this is a real strong formal back test. But you're trading below the 200 moving average. And you've kind of put yourself in a weird spot where there's just not much support resistance here. So you flip a coin, maybe we're going to 2.9. You flip the coin, we're going to 2.58 for a second test. That's kind of where we are. Not really, I mean, that big of a deal of a candle. I know it was a good rally, but that shorts cover in, whatever. Things get cooked. Yeah, you can't be too excited yet, okay? Sorry. Okay, well, how about Ethereum? How was Ethereum's close on the monthly? Very bad. I mean, it's terrible, right? It's like you can see so discernibly on such a significant time scale a confirmation high at resistance. And what? The lowest monthly candle close on Ethereum since November of 2023. Largest level of negative momentum on Ethereum since April of 2023. Lowest relative strength reading since January 2023. Oh my God, man, it's terrible. And yeah, there's like another Ethereum, I can't remember what exchange I have it on. Maybe it is the other one. I don't think so, but I'll just plot it real quick. I mean, you know, weekly it's good. Maybe it's on the weekly. Yeah, I mean, I'll just show you what it is real quick. The equidistant channel. It's broken. This demand line that goes back years has now been formally broken. It was very well respected too. It was beautiful. 1, 2, 3. The initial anchor points to give you a valid channel, okay? So well respected on the bottom side. The heartline test. And then they tested that supply line at the top. And then a drawdown to the bottom for another test. And then a rally and up thrust through the heartline. And then we've broken it. Bearishly engulfed disgustingly. I mean, you got 2 days till the close, but you're working on the lowest weekly candle close since beginning of January last year. So that's concerning somewhat, I would say. Like, right? Wow, this trend been actually going on since November of 2022. So we're talking over 2-year trend broken pretty resoundingly this week. So anyway, just whatever, man, right? So monthly, going back to monthly, we're just looking at the remainder of the big ones. XRP monthly. That's not a good candle. I don't think that's a really good candle. Let me get the other XRP chart for all the data. Yeah, I don't like that. That's like a close and reversal type candle. But hey, in the end, right? No one's going to argue here. Look what they've done. $1.99, $2. The highest monthly candle close back in December 2017 and that test in April 2021. They held it, but man, I'm seeing some ugly reversals that look just like this. So that's not a good candle. I don't like monthlies that look like that. But we'll see. As long as $2 holds, we'll be all right for now. But dang, gross. Only after making an all-time high for a minute and just gone. Same with Solana. Solana. Look at that. Just disgusting. You know, thought, hey, maybe we're going to cut with handle. Maybe we're breaking it. Bearish engulfing. Lowest monthly candle close since August of last year. And anything below 190 is, well, 123 again. If you break 123, it's an easy ride to $60. You don't believe it. You haven't seen negative momentum on Solana's monthly since September 2023. Yeah, that's a problem. I don't really like Solana on the monthly after that. BNB monthly. Oh my God, man. It's the worst thing ever, kind of, right? I mean, all the resistances where you were up thrusting, you back tested the up thrust this month at 691, and you just closed your lowest level since October on the monthly. That's not the worst thing in the world, but you just got to know, like, ranges, that type of stuff is, your downside potential is potentially massive. It's like max downside potential in situations like, flip the chart over, man. You have max upside potential when an asset, right, when sellers violate a support, but then there's no follow through, morning star reversal occurs, and then a follow through candle after the morning star at supports. That's your upside potential. 63% upside, chat, on BNB. Holy crap, that's beautiful, right? A low, the slightly lower low. Whoa. Dragon stuff. Okay, but unfortunately, this is reality. That's an evening star reversal that caught follow through. It's all at resistance too. So it's just not good. It's not good. I don't care. Like, I hope to God though we break 700 this month. Yeah, random. Let's do it, man. But it's not great, okay? And it's not going to be great until we're back above $700, resoundingly. Those were the big cryptos. We just looked at them on the monthly. Okay, on their close. Doge, disgusting. What a bearish engulfing candle. Lowest monthly close since October. Broke support. Could be headed to 16 cents on the monthly. That is nasty. But look what happens when you test and fail to break a resistance. Not once, but twice. But then we got to look at one asset that is doing something that nothing else is. Like, I don't think there's anything out there that's doing this. Litecoin. Like, find me an asset that is showing forms of reaccumulation. Because, you know, it was bad. We discussed, oh man, they can't break this 137.75. It is a very real level. And then we knew, like, okay, it couldn't break it, then fine. You're going to go retest 105. I hope it holds it. Well, it held. Holy crap, it held. And then, you know, the worst of the worst things happened to Bitcoin. It went down to 114, still stayed very well above the key support. That's the line in the sand, right? You wouldn't want to own Litecoin. No one would want to own Litecoin below 105. Because the downside potential you'd get wrecked. 84, 76, 66 cents. Yeah, but above it, my God, positive price action correlation to a level. Maybe they just, okay, every time that, what's happening? Every time that sellers, or every time that buyers take the price to the 137.75 level, there's too much supply. So the buyers eventually relent and the sellers take over. But every time they take over, they push the price lower. There are more market participants involved with the asset on the lows, more than before, higher lows. And so maybe they're just absorbing the remaining supply that exists at 137.75. And if you stay above 105 long enough and you keep making higher lows, you're going to test 137.75, and eventually the supply that's being absorbed will be completely absorbed and there will be no more. And so you will see a markup in price to the third target of that old Litecoin trade setup. Third target. This is target 2. And we've been here for 90 plus days, and hopefully we can get to 184.68. That'd be great. But it's looking, despite what happens to it, or it could just crash or whatever and catch up with all the losers, but my God, it looks better than all the other cryptos I've seen on the market in terms of structure and strength into Bitcoin, like capitulating. Bitcoin, I mean, think about what it did. Bitcoin lost 21% of its value in less than a week. And Litecoin's just hanging around. No problem here, man. We're just going to back test the key level successfully and hold above with an engulfing candle. Yeah, impressive. Very impressive. So monthly's probably not going to be much to write home about. I mean, the monthly, that was, nope, not the greatest monthly. I don't like candles like that. Ugh. Almost like bearish candle. But look where they are. I mean, this is why 145, man. You break this level, this is going to crazy new levels. $200 on the monthly would be your target if buyers were ever able to break 145. And you got to really like the fact that the low, the higher low, these are all higher lows than this low. You still have accumulation going on for multiple years on this asset. So something going on with Litecoin behind the scenes for now until we break 105. This is solid S tier S coin. Okay. So let's go to the index funds, and I'll be getting out of here soon. Been live 41 minutes. Dead stream, man. Super dead. Well, S&P closed down on the month, but green. Okay, it closed lower than the previous close. Down 1.27%. Not a big deal. Just sideways still. Can't even tell what's going on the daily, right? But yeah, that is a super extended rally, man. You just got to wonder when any sort of pullback. Monthly on S&P. And then we can look at the daily too. Yeah, they just, this is what shorts covering. They're, all right, we're not holding anything over the weekend, so we're just going to pump the thing. What did they do, though? We got a gap fill, and that's it. Kind of, almost inside barred it. The wick is not within, but all right. Nice recovery, up 1.56% today. Too strong. You're not in trouble till you break below 575. You could be putting in the highest low ever on the S&P. If they actually want to. Dang. So the Dow Jones, same thing. Nice, big old bullish engulfing candle, highest close since February 20th. All right, maybe it's just going to be a bullish 5-0, right? From the low to high, 50% retrace. So they hit a 618. It's still valid 5-0, but hit that 16 or the 618 and bounced today. Very nice. Monthly. That tweezer top is still valid. And that's is that a bearish inside bar? Yeah, this thing keeps marching, man. It keeps marching. Still got that tweezer identified. It's more like a treeser because you got it in a third wick at the same level. It's crazy. Oh yeah, just whatever. So elevated, man. No value, all-time high premium. On and on and on we go. NASDAQ. Almost a piercing line reversal. What'd they do? Beautiful, man. NASDAQ composite. The gap is officially filled today, and that's a target level. So 200-day moving average wasn't technically tested. It was close. It was the closest it's been since August 5th of last year. But maybe a piercing line. It wasn't. I don't even know if it was 50%. It looks about halfway. So could be a reversal candle back above 18,653. You'll be, if it does, ushered in. You're looking for what kind of peaks, what kind of rally do we get? Do we end up making a lower high here? Because then all of a sudden it's like, oh, your argument starts getting stronger and stronger for lower prices, more significant rally or drawdown. Inverse rally, right? So we're going to be paying attention to what type of performance we receive if this ushers in, after such a decent pullback for a whole week, they could take this higher, but will it be higher than these highs? Will there be more market participants or less involved with this index fund? Okay. Monthly, we can look at it monthly. Lowest monthly candle close since October. Not great. It's just so elevated. It's like, how can you be surprised if we did pull back? Good God, just it's wild to me. So what if we revert to the parabolic mean? What if we just did this again? Okay, then send it higher, whatever. But it always ends up returning back to this mean. It reverts, and so I can't be surprised, and it's just so hard to, as an analyst here, we're always looking for value, and then I'm looking at these index funds, and they just look broken. They'll just never draw down. They will. They always come back. Always. I don't care how crazy the run is, man. It moves up like that with no significant pullbacks. You eventually will. You did in 2020 to 2021, so you can keep testing your luck on these but it's, you know, it's a really tough market because of that. Just knowing, oh, okay, well, we got these completed W-shaped patterns, extensions, and bearish divergence, but then the monthly is so far away from just hitting that demand line. If it just went down, I mean, 22% away from it. But okay, keep it going, dude. Sure thing. IWM, you want to talk about a demand line here? It always reverts back, so that's down at 193.50. Yeah, I mean, monthly here. That was the lowest monthly candle close confirmed since June of last year. Still holding support now. We know that, but if you don't hold it, wow, that's where you do go test 193.50 down there. So, yeah, what sucks about the monthly, like 60, the bullish control zone threshold was just like rejected. So not really strong. And that's, I don't really like where it's at because you have so much downside potential. If this level doesn't hold and you're like one time and two times you're failing, look at this, from this high to this high, substantially lower levels of positive Momo, the small caps. Ugh, okay. Index funds, we can look at the Mag 7. There's no requests today, so they all recovered. Nvidia was down, it was up, and then look, this is what we were looking for, 118, right? You figure you were going to have a date with 118, and they tested it, and they freaking held it. But just because you had a great green candle today, shorts, day traders, they covered their position. They do not want to own anything over the weekend. When they covered, they were buying back, and it ensued a rally at support. Right, because they were probably maybe taking profit. Right, they were shorting up here. Okay, yeah, and then they took profit down here to close the week out at support. And it is not a Japanese candlestick reversal by any means. You're still trading below the 200-day some moving average. We need more, but it's maybe a start. But we got to get more data because it could just be we're still gonna resolve to $100. Common retrace stuff too. But yeah, for now, maybe it's a higher low. Nice day. Tesla finally caught some bids. We got a bullish engulfing candle. Tested the 200-day simple moving average for the first freaking time since August 28th. But, like Nvidia, just because something pretty good happened, you still closed the week and the month below the key inflection points that you wanted to see the asset close above. Right? You are below an undeniable inflection point. Dang, man. So, nice engulfing candle, but we don't have follow through, right? You get a Japanese candlestick pattern like a bullish engulfing. You want to see the next candle confirm it with follow through. And so we'll be waiting next week to see if there's any sort of follow through. So it's a good start, but it's bittersweet because you're trading below key inflection points that you need to be above. So, hey, will we be wanting to see if we were really wanting to maybe take action on Tesla with a good trading plan? You want to see the recapturing, the follow through, and then you want to see a formal back test. And then maybe if we're lucky, even another. You start seeing forms of accumulation locally above inflection points from history. That's the type of dream stuff. I'd be going long on Tesla back above 290 if we can get some positive price action correlation. So this is what we'll be looking for. We would covet it if we wanted to long. But until then, we got to still be cautious. Okay. Freaking Apple, man. As they took it all the way to 230, closed up 241.84. What a freaking engulfing God candle. I mean, that's strong, dude. Closing above. They tested it. And they succeeded in the test of holding 237.12. So all of a sudden, it's valid, but it's not near as strong with the price action we received today on Apple. So that is a really good candle if you're an Apple lover. Okay. Monthly. Nothing spectacular or no big deal on the monthly. Okay, it was it closed up 2.47% on the month. Nice. Amazon, not great. Lowest monthly candle close since November, but it still had a good day. It was at 1.7%. Remember, we have this big old channel, where you're hitting the heart line, and they're holding the heart line for days now. So that could be the midpoint. They tested it here in November. They tested it here in April. Good God. So it's definitely being regarded for now as support. Long-term uptrend. And they filled all the gaps. All those gaps filled. So you're good there. So maybe they take it higher in the coming weeks. Meta. Wow. Can't say tweezer, but that's perfect wicks touching each other. That's not bad at all. So much demand, the sellers couldn't even push the price of 638 for a test. It's pretty strong for now. Wow. And then the monthly is probably good. Yeah, monthly indecision candle. All right, intra-month all-time highs. Okay, Microsoft is bad, man. But I'll tell you this. You are at death or glory, okay? Death or glory levels where if the buyers are unable to hold 388, which they did today, they certainly came in to defend this level because they know the implications of 388 not holding. I mean, it's probably a good hard target of 350. So they probably just weren't ready yet. They were not ready for this level to break. Not prepared, man, because downside potential probably 10% downside. So, no. Okay, got to come in. And maybe, maybe they start developing triple bullish divergence. They started today. You need more, right? Sideways or up to lose more negative momentum to have that argument. But, dang, dude, yeah, you had to have the bids, and you had them. And they closed at the highs of the day. But yesterday was disgusting. Still a valid bearish engulfing candle until they take out 401 on the close. Monthly, probably the worst of them. Lowest monthly candle close since April 1st of last year. April last year. It doesn't look great. It kind of looks like Bitcoin a little bit, right? A little bit. It does. So remember Bitcoin did this. Came down lower before rallying a little bit, but still 4 hours. Hard to trust, man. Really hard to trust. Okay, and then Google, last one. Okay, made its lowest price intraday since November. So the lowest price 2025. But they did end up defending this 168 swing high from August, October, and even November. They tested it. They held it, right? Because same like Microsoft. If they don't hold this level, well, it's probably going to go down to 160, 150. So still correcting, but a glimmer of hope.
You showed me enough. I dumped all my alts Bitcoin. P.S. Thank Digital Asset News. He said you do a good job on charts, and I agree. No shilling, just facts.
Is that a joint?
Angry Abuelo, thank you so much for the 420. Digital Asset News. That doesn't sound like a human. So it's a channel, of course. Digital Asset News. Well, I thank that person for their blessing. It's always nice from another content creator if they say nice things about you, for sure. So I appreciate that and grateful. Sweet. Hype in the chat. Google, really bad. Ugh. Lowest monthly close since November. Just a bad red candle. Down 16.54% this month. What a rout. It was gross. Real bad. That was Rob. His name's Rob Ellery. Thank you. All right. Hype in the chat for Rob. Being a good guy. Hopefully he didn't create a scam coin or anything, right? You never know, man. People, all kinds. Every other person's created a scam coin at this point. Okay, so I did want to just look at real quick, like I was discussing for a minute, some of these coins that, yeah, again, you can't really trust anything yet. Still sketch because Bitcoin's locally just making lower high. Look, dude, it could this weekend just do this, and it'd be normal. It'd be natural. It wouldn't. It would be the least surprising thing, IMO, like to draw down again. But some things are just kind of interesting. They're not, again, like I don't know if you take action yet because it's still weird. Bitcoin's not at a level of support. Hasn't really done anything except break a bunch of supports and no forms of confirmation or anything. No divergence. If there was divergence on the 4 hour, it played out and manifested into your lower high. So I want to say real quick. Let's look at a few of them, okay? Let's see, ones I was looking at. What was it? I'm just scrolling through real quick. Just give me a sec. Sorry, it's been a long week. I think you know that. Something like Shiba. Okay, what a joke. Oh, it's Shiba Inu, dude. Monthly looks like crap, but just okay. Open mind and an open heart. We know if the buyers are unable to defend a level that they are attempting to test right now, and they're holding it successfully for now, right? We know if they don't, Shiba is done. Shiba is going back to the Stone Age. Shiba will be losing 40% of its value very fast, okay? That's how it resolves if they cannot hold 1,300. But what's interesting, okay, it doesn't mean, hey man, time to long Shiba, okay? But it's interesting that we are observing a very real and very, very good looking M-shaped bullish shark pattern. What's cool about it is an 886 on the D point, right? Low to high, 886 retrace, perfect. But what's crazy about it is the B to D fib extension. It's 188.6, 1.886. What I've never seen that before in my life, I don't think, after looking at thousands of M shapes. What's going on? It almost makes you be like, but no, just hang tight, man. Okay, hang tight in crypto. It's been remain cautious in crypto. Things not looking great. It's still that, okay? Even with these M shapes here, because remember, you are looking at scams, dude, and they could always, from this low to this high, they could give us an 886 at 1,025. And at that point, there's no support there, so you might as well just wait for a full reset of 758. So it could be like that. They haven't tested the real 886 yet, from the low to high, not yet. So it's just interesting, okay? We're just talking here. S-Coin powwow, all right? There are ones out there that just got them, and it's like, cool, I don't trust them yet. Like VeChain, like, you know, it's crap. It's terrible price action, real bad. And I can't really trust it like here. Like, no price action's been positive at all. We've had none. No positive price action since the buying climax in December. It's been terrible. And so I think, oh yeah, it could very well be seeing 2 cents soon. That's a lot of value loss from here. But hey, it's just interesting. Here's the 886. Here's the M shape by the textbook. We're at it. You're just sitting there. So it's an observation I'm making and just showing you. It's cool. But yeah, not really great yet. Okay, when animal spirits, when bids, like, it's all there, man. But Bitcoin's not at a point that really looks good yet. Okay. There are other ones, okay? I think Dash was one. Dash, what a joke. I mean, all-time lows, man. But it's just interesting, okay? Interesting does not mean actionable. It's just interesting, right? Like, there's a level that I think all of you understand. is very real. Oh yeah, look how many tests and touches and how many times have they defended where it goes. Yeah. But now you got an M shape completing a perfect one. This is a bullish Gartley 886. And they're just holding this level since the beginning of the month. And no lower, really. Even the worst dumps for Bitcoin, it's just holding here. It's just like, man, that's interesting to me. I don't know if it's going to be like, we're going to rally here and go back up to $38, $39, but someone could construct a trading plan, I guess, down here. So that's kind of like, I guess what I was trying to say at the beginning of the stream is just, you got some of these S coins that are still, they survived the carnage on Bitcoin. But maybe if Bitcoin draws down one more time to 74K, they don't survive. Like, there's no way these hold. But they did this time. It's crazy. Like, Pirate Coin, holy crap, I can't believe they did it. Look what they're trying to hold it. But just give it a week, and maybe they don't, right? Maybe they take it down to all-time lows now. Yeah, it is kind of garbage. But it was a great trade setup. Target 2, that was Target 2. It was over, and it's been over. High Coin, too. It was great. But, yeah, you just... things are, look at basic attention token. Whoa, man, this thing's just sitting there at the support where historically, this is exactly where it reversed all these years. All of them, man. So many. But then, hey, if Bitcoin's going to dump again, maybe they start rugging them more. I just don't know. But I just can say, here we are. Of course, Wayne Batson, of course. Okay, well, I'm sure y'all have had enough of me now. Okay, I've been live an hour, so that's about it. So don't get excited, man. That was a nice little rally we got, but shorts cover, oscillators on lesser time scales get cooked. No reversal yet, okay. Test 200 again.
Check out Roast, Spot Crypto Bear, Eth Kilo with speeds of Solana, looks bottomed.
Bob, it's right here, man. We've been talking, been hearing about that forever on everything. Dang, man, I'll tell you. Oh, wow, holy crap. I've been here before at least once. Oh, God. Well, locally, can't argue with how good it looks. Yeah, I'll be real. Locally, anything above 0.3 of 1 cent is pretty good. 1 and 2 and 3, they test and test and test. Holding the 200 moving average now, very interesting. Hidden bullish divergence could be developing. Yeah, so there is a resistance here. Resistance at 8.9 of 1 cent. They got to break that, but if they break that, that's when you got a lot of upside potential. But yeah, they are certainly holding on to this level for sure. I mean, if you were gonna try to play it, you probably wouldn't want to own it below 0.5 of 1 cent. Which, yeah, I'm not gonna. Everything. It's an Ethereum killer, dude. What I mean, nothing. The world does not even need an Ethereum killer. We've learned this. Oh, wow, look, it's a platform for people to scam people. Wow. We don't need it. We're good.
Anonymous tipped $25. Paramount.
Thank you, Anon. Yeah, so maybe they're putting a higher low of the 200. It looks okay. It looks better than a lot of others. But yeah, it's all right. Paramount. Still good. I mean, up 1% today, holding the 200. Remember, anything above $10 is like, wow, someone is accumulating here. Here's the lowest low. Here are higher lows than this low. And every single one, this low, this low, this low, this low, this low, all of these lows are higher than these two lows. So there's very extremely subtle accumulation on this asset. Now you're above the entire inflection zone. You just made the highest high since July. And that 200 back test. And so much demand, maybe they, on bad macro days, they couldn't even test 1065. So this is we don't know, right? But this is a trade setup posted, right? Take another crack at it. This is valid until the price falls, really probably below 1055. I don't even know if you want to own it below 1055. That's the swing low there, the highest low. That means tremendous upside potential. Like really, I mean, 1216 minimum, but 1384, $15 is a hard target up there. So this is really nice. So that's it, Anonymous. Thank you. Really appreciate that, man. Contribution. RSI looks great, man. 58, 59. Getting close to the bullish control zone. Yeah, this looks real good, man. I mean, that 200 to this long extended drawdown. They're trying, man. They're really trying. Yeah, we don't know what's going to happen, but we do know you have more upside than you have downside potential. Easy to manage risk, right? Easy to set up a stop loss and let this thing ride until you get stopped out or you start hitting target 1, 2, and 3. Jeremy, it is a trade setup that is formal. It was posted. It was all about, hey, survive earnings and we'll be all right. Pathian, that's right. Leroy Jenkins. Sure thing, Bob. Got it in here. Richard Hart. He was his whole lawsuit got dropped. Hex pumped, I think, like 40%. It's kind of crazy. That's all I got to say about that. But yeah, where's my data? There it is. Yeah, I mean, if we're talking technical, chat, just because this happened today doesn't mean you're good. Okay, you never fill the gap CME futures. You were close, and there is no true formal support till $73,835. There's just not. Okay, I don't make the rules. That's just how it is. You're in la land right now. So a reversal here would be very random, very very random. So just keep that in mind. That's why I say, like, we're looking at the altcoins with the M shapes. And it's like, I still don't know if you can trust them because the Bitcoin is going to go test support down here. There's no way those altcoins are holding up. They're going to get smashed. But if they did somehow hold up with Bitcoin at 74K, I'll be the most impressed person out there. Okay, I'll tell you that. So just, it's the weekend now. You want to go relax and take your mind off the S coins, but just know, just because this rally happened today doesn't mean anything good yet. You want to start recapturing levels, make higher highs. You're not doing it with the market close. So thanks for coming out. Tomorrow is the first of the month, so tomorrow is the best time to join the Patreon/Citadel. We get trade setups, education, access to the premium Discord chat, but above all, you support my team and me being 100% crowdsourced. No sponsorships, no affiliate marketing links, no ads. You haven't watched one effing ad. If you watched me for 7 years of streaming, you haven't watched one ad while I'm live ever. So people take that for granted. So if you want to support someone who decided voluntarily to not subject you to stupid woke ads, scam coins, rug pulls, all that, you join the Patreon Citadel, you know. You get value out of it anyway. So I'll be back. Till next time, respect the TA.